The awakening final part. The fight was brutal. The man who had stopped my savior was younger, stronger. He moved fast, dodging the drunk, slamming him into the pavement. The fat one cursed, swinging wildly, but he was slow, drunk, and desperate. Even then, he wouldn't stop. He kept getting back up, snarling, his bloodied face twisted in rage. I should have stayed back, let the stranger handle it. But something inside me snapped. The memory of that basement. The filth. The way they laughed about me before I even woke up. The feeling of those hands almost catching me in the woods. I refused to let him win. My eyes locked onto something near the car, a length of chain lying in the dirt. Maybe used for towing. I didn't hesitate. I grabbed it and moved before I could even think about what I was doing. The fat man barely had time to react before I was behind him, the chain wrapping around his thick, sweaty neck. He thrashed, gurgling, his meaty hands clawing at the metal, at me, at anything. But I held on. My arms burned, my entire body screaming in exhaustion, but I didn't let go. His struggles became weaker. His hands twitched, then stopped. I didn't move for a long moment. My own ragged breaths the only sound besides the distant hum of night insects. The man's body slumped forward onto the pavement, lifeless. I let the chain slip from my hands. I stepped back, my vision swimming. The other man, the one from the car, was staring at me. Not in horror, not even in shock, just watching. Then he spoke. "Come on," he said, voice calm. "Let's get you to a hospital." The hospital was a blur of bright lights and urgent voices. My friends were there, safe. They had been searching for me, filing reports, crying into the arms of officers who told them they had no leads. But I had made it. The police found the house. They found the basement. They found more than just my things down there. Other clothes, other purses, other memories of girls who weren't as lucky as me. The other two men were gone, vanished, ghosts. But the fat one? He wasn't going anywhere. After the doctors checked me out and cleared me to leave, I stepped outside the hospital, the night air cool on my skin. The man from the car was waiting there, leaning casually against the door. When he saw me, he pushed off and held something out. "My phone. Figured you'd want this back," he said with a small smile. I hesitated before taking it. "Thank you for everything." He just nodded, then turned, walking toward his car. "Take care of yourself, all right?" I watched as he drove off, disappearing into the night. I didn't start thinking about it until he was gone. My phone. I had lost it that night at the club. I remembered setting it on the bar, and then nothing. It wasn't in my pockets when I woke up in that basement. The police never mentioned finding it. So how the hell did he have it? My stomach twisted, a different kind of fear creeping in. Who was that man? And how long had he been watching me?